Mics, check. Music cued, check. Presenters ready. Well, 2 out of 3's not bad. This is TigerTails Radio. Mics, check. Music cued, check. Presenters ready. Well, 2 out of 3's not bad. This is TigerTails Radio.
Well, that was the longest piece of intro music we've ever had in the show, I think.
Hello, and welcome to a slightly delayed TigerTails Radio.
I thought he was going to wait until he got a cue.
Standard.
I saw the cue, it was like,
There was no cue.
We now have the everything's on the picture, so talk.
we have us on the monitor. So yes, hello, welcome to TigerTails Radio. Season 12, episode 47. It is Monday.
Yep.
We are inside in the warm because outside is less than fucking temperatures.
Less than warm.
Fuck that noise.
We are also in the studio that is breaking.
Yeah, it's towards the end of a season, and somehow, for some reason, we are now returning to tradition of everything's falling apart, including the, show hosts.
My mic sounds awful as well. I don't like that.
Yeah, there's going to be a teardown, I feel, after this. But to be fair...
Not after tonight, I'm busy, but...
Not tonight.
After the
season. But to be fair, given that there was a massive transition into here mid-season, and so far mostly it's been how much crap can we crowbar in, not how can we streamline and efficient anything. Seriously. Crowbar in, no streamline.
There is no room for streamline.
There's no room yet for streamline. But I'm amazed that we've managed to get this far without shit breaking. But yeah, we're here. We are here again.
Late, but here.
We are here. It is also Monday, and it's a chance to unwind. It will mean Jackbox games will be a little bit delayed.
Maybe
9 o'clock, maybe, probably.
Yes.
We'll see. I mean,
it's 7 minutes to.
yeah, we might have to squeeze everything in 6 minutes.
Well, we are here. How has everyone's week been?
Yes.
Let's just start with the Hedge, who was not here last week.
Okay, yes. So, I have been, for the last couple of weeks, I've been working on a song which I wrote. I was like, yeah, I've actually written another song. So I've been recording vocals for that. I've been recording video footage for it. I've had to re-record vocals for it, re-record video footage for it. I then start putting it together. I've then had to put it together again. So basically trying to be a one-person video mat is like kind of tricky. And it takes a while. It's like, wow.
He was wearing a sheet.
For most of the week.
I was wearing a tunic. It was a tunic, not a sheet.
It was a sheet.
And he spent most of his time in here playing with toys.
He has. In fact, this is the most colour he's worn all week.
We mock, but he gives us so much ammunition. It's not even difficult
So
now.
when you see the video, you'll understand why I was doing all this kind of
You'll
stuff.
understand
Yeah.
why we say he was wearing a sheet.
He understands now why I tell him to produce a storyboard and like a shot list.
Yeah, we'll go over this. We have said it's like, you've got a channel, put stuff on there.
Yes.
Develop your channel because you're doing a lot of this networking. You can divert people and go, here is my music, here is my voice acting, here is me prancing around in a sheet playing with toys.
Not a sheet.
And they're not
Tunic.
toys, they're action figures.
Yeah, they are. They are. They're action figures.
Here's
Thank
me in
you
a
very much.
Here's me in a dress playing with dolls.
It's a tunic and it's an action figure.
Yeah, we've got to that point.
But yeah, I
So
mean,
this is the midlife crisis.
it's a chance. Well, it's better than a motorbike. It's a chance to develop and show talents such as video editing, audio editing, as well as then the next skills which you'll need, which will be obviously, as TK said, actually developing a cohesive, less than a few minutes thing based on storyboards and.
Well, not just that. It's more of a kind of a workflow thing to actually be able to produce these things faster and easier.
Yeah. I mean, I've sat there watching videos to try and get stuff to help me edit the gaming videos, and all of the videos I found have all been like, yes, if you're developing this video, you need to make sure you're doing this. I'm sat there going, I'm not making a fucking movie. I'm trying to edit shit
The
down.
core principles are the same. If you're going to be filming something, especially for a video, then you produce a shot list so you can get all the things done.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Trouble is, my shot list is it funny whilst I'm playing? Yes, stays in.
That's
is it
not
significant?
That's
Yes,
not quite the
stays
same because you're just basically playing a video
Yes,
game
you're
and you're selecting
editing
the best
down.
bits.
Yes, I'm editing.
Pre-recorded game
Hedgie
footage,
is
you know.
recording shots deliberately because he's after certain shots, and so he has to basically produce a shot list so he can get those shots in the most efficient and effective order.
Thankfully, because it's been crappy weather. We have not been out in the garden filming crap falling over.
Don't worry, we will soon.
It'll be summer.
I've got a proper storyboard. It's got like boxes and text.
I'm terrified. TK, how has your week been?
Yes.
My week's been okay. Mostly full of National Novel Writing Month projects.
NaNoWriMo!
Yeah, I've been doing
Of all
well.
these novels he's written and never published.
I've only written one what you'd classify as maybe
You've won
one
a
novel.
couple of times, but to say you've completed a first draft?
Yeah, I've done a first draft. I've got
Yeah.
a fair way through a couple of... Well, not a fair way. I've done a lot of stuff, but it hasn't been able to be cohesively joined, would be a fair way of describing it. So
Yeah.
the projects are very large. I mean, the backup file is a tasty few megabyte, which for text is quite outstanding. Considering it is pretty much just plain text. There's not really much
Yeah.
formatting that goes with it.
But then you do have a universe behind your things.
Yeah,
at the
it's not like
moment,
a Microsoft Word project that saves like 8 gig for like... This is Spot.
No, this is Scrivener.
What?
This is
Since when
Scrivener.
does that do that?
It's
Well,
Scrivener.
it's all the extra hypertext markup it's got.
Really?
Yeah, oh
'Cause
God.
My dissertation was done in Word, and that was like maybe about 200 meg, and that was like 76 pages.
Yeah, the difference is though when you're talking about like the dissertation and stuff, it will be certain formatting, certain text, certain fonts. You may have pictures, you may have other stuff. Whereas the novels, the actual bulk of the novel will just be plain text. But then you'll have the character bios. You will then have the references for the character. You will then have locations, which may be maps, which may be image files, which may be Google Maps, which may be photos. So there's a lot of crap that can suddenly get into a project for a book, especially online.
Yeah.
Now imagine if TK didn't have a handy online service, a handy software service, and imagine it was a fucking corkboard across the entirety of this room.
And then we go, oh my god, he's into conspiracy theories.
Yeah, no, worse.
No, it'd be like, oh my god, he's a fucking serial killer. I am currently planning the murder of many people.
Hands up if you've seen the Always Sunny in Philadelphia conspiracy theory episode.
Basically, I don't plan my books to kill people. It's just they have a tendency of dying.
Yeah, well, that's a story for another show.
I mean, if it makes you feel any better, the main cast of they've got 6 main characters in this year's NaNoWriMo story, and so far I have not plotted to kill any of them. Whether they all survive the story is another thing.
You're supposed to have a main character and subsequent characters that revolve around them.
No, they're a troop, so
Oh,
the
God.
group is a main
It's
character.
the famous 5.
6. And they're kind of infamous.
The
more than famous.
sinister 6.
Well, to be fair, any storyline you'll have certain things plotted out, but as you start writing,
Yeah.
your characters will fuck off somewhere else, and you'll wonder why, and then you go, oh yeah, that's why.
This is why you're
plot.
supposed to have shot lists so you can work out where your characters go.
You do. You start with this lovely thing that you've planned out, and then halfway through you go, I took a left turning somewhere. And there are DMs around the world going, see, it's not just us.
Yeah. And it's really annoying with characters you're writing because you're the one at the
Yeah.
controls, technically. Technically, this is you. But as
You're the
you're
one at the controls. He says one of his characters goes off and does
Yes.
a completely different thing.
Yeah.
I
Yes.
didn't do this. He did. No, you're writing it.
Yeah,
you did it.
I wrote it, but I wrote it and my character did something that made sense to the character. And I
Exactly.
then sat there and went, but that's not what I was planning. And then the character
did.
responded to what had happened and did something else. And I went, okay, we're going this way now.
Yeah, I mean, in the first story I wrote for the 2011, I think it was, National Novel Writing Project, my character wasn't supposed to meet a band of otters.
Yeah.
I hadn't planned for otters. Never mind the otter post, which wasn't even a thing.
This is why you have a storyboard and a shot list so
Yes,
you know
you-
which
you-
way to go.
I did, and my characters went, one looked at that and went, no, and fucked off somewhere else.
You have a storyboard
And you have
they go off
you have the gall to tell me that I should have a storyboard.
Well, yes,
Yes.
there's a reason for that, because with it being a video medium where you're basically going, this is what's going to happen, 90% of the time, that is what will happen.
Yours is already pre-planned in advance.
Yeah.
Ours isn't.
We've got
We have
these-
general ideas of where we want the plot to go, but without forcing the characters to do that,
Which is what you're supposed to do.
not necessarily because it can look really awful when you're reading
Yeah.
it.
There are
You can
books.
definitely tell, when there are stories.
You have heard of modern fiction, which is really terrible, right?
Yes, like I said, there are books.
And I'm trying not to write really terrible fiction.
But it sells. We have proof of this.
No, it's not that it sells. It sells badly, but there's so much of it that people don't realise.
Yes, I'm not writing a book to make old ladies masturbate. So
This is not Twilight.
this is not Twilight or 50 Shades. And so I am not in that market. And so I'm writing a bit more classically and letting the characters decide when they want to pick up the plot. And it's currently about 17,000 words in.
That's good.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's ahead of target, which I'm happy about. But so far, the plot's been suggested to them a couple of times, and they've kind of ignored it and gone and done their own thing. And it's like, you do realise everything you're doing now is going to fuck off in the edit, don't you?
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, we don't care.
Outside of the NaNoWriMo and the world outside of your room, have you done anything else? 'Cause
No, I haven't left my room.
No, TK hasn't. This is now back to working from home, so it's like TK wakes up. We might see him come down for breakfast. He works. We might see him come down for food, and then he disappears. And then outside of shows and stuff, it's like he sits in his room. Whether or not he's awake or not and actually writing, we can't confirm, because I do honestly know that TK is the type of person who will sit there writing, pause, and go, yeah, that's really good.
TK's a tired mofo.
So, what about your week, Mr. Xavier? Tell us about your week.
Going well, and then I murdered you.
I keep touching him and he doesn't like it.
Yeah, that's called rape in some countries.
My comfort zone was great when I was in the house after like a year of constantly having 3 gay men going, but you must be touchy-feely.
I didn't.
Well, not often. And then you went, oh shit, you're touchy-feely now. Okay. But yeah,
I didn't force you into it. I let you progress naturally.
Well, yeah, because you lived in a house with Hedgie and Bungle, so it was like, yeah, there's enough there. Don't want to crowbar the gay too much.
There was touchy and there was feely. They were a double act. Bungle was quite touchy. Hedgie is very feely.
So, but my tolerance for it kind of dropped after I then moved out and shit happened, which we've mentioned on the show before. We won't go into that saga until season 13. So,
Oh, promises.
again, stop it! I will hurt you.
Sorry.
So my week, I started last week having come off of holiday. I managed to pick up something, maybe cold, maybe viral, maybe bacterial, but my fucking god, my right eye. So yay, good times. So that's been an interesting attachment.
What was your ear?
No, the ear was earlier.
God.
I'm going through the ears, nose, and throat. It's like blocked up ears, and now my right eye has gone, hey, have an itis.
Oh, no.
How bad could that be? Well, imagine just wanting to itch your own eyeball. Fuck no. So
Some people
yeah.
call that hay fever.
Yeah, some people indeed call it hay fever.
Hay fever is awful.
If it turns out that this is my version of hay fever, every winter my right eye just goes, fuck you, I am not going to live long.
Not with 2 eyes, anyway.
But yeah, that
Then you
was...
get to wear a cool eye patch and go, "Arr!"
Well, considering bright light was hurting me, it was getting
Like,
fun.
Bright
Work
light
has
burning
been
my retinas.
busy, because I came back in and suddenly lots of things had changed whilst I'd been off on holiday. So managers had
Everything was now
changed.
tartan coloured.
No, I wish. Managers had shifted about and like new processes were being sorted. It was like, hey, catch up. Okay. But things haven't been too bad, although it looks like it's trying to ramp up to clear backlog so that we can be caught up by Christmas. I love when they say this, because I sit there and I go, yes, the lovely overall goal is to be caught up by... We keep putting this sentence in front of every system change.
Yep.
Yay! This system will reduce our workload. Hold on, what department did I leave where we said that? Oh, right,
All of
health.
them.
Oh, they then go, oh, but you're terribly negative. Realism! Realistic! Based on factual evidence. But they improved with the blood and sweat of tears of people like me. So yeah, that was work. Outside of work, I've got the Sonic Adventure 2 videos that I'm editing now rather than actually playing the game, thank fuck. Still enjoying the stream, because this is PlayStation 2 unofficial celebration of 20 years in Europe. So,
Yay.
fuck Shaolin Monk's final boss. Yeah, that was Friday. If you want to see how we went, TigerTails Gaming, Friday stream. We then played something else afterwards. And then Saturdays I'm doing Vagrant Story Stream and Chill.
Ooh.
Lockdown, though, is a fucking annoyance because it's like, I wouldn't mind going out just for a walk. Oh, fuck. Like, go for a walk with Jules through Southampton. Window shop. Maybe find some place that's open we can have food.
Oh, yeah, everyone says, I'm going to go window shopping. They never come back with any fucking windows.
Yeah.
Yeah, true, but we don't need window. But it was the thing you could do in winter because you could walk around, keep warm in the kind of hot, cold weather that you have, as long as it's not raining, and actually have a day out because it's like you get a coffee, you get a hot chocolate. It's like, oh, this is awesome. And then you will get back home where you can go warm shower, fluffy jumper, sit on the couch and watch shit for an hour.
Because I went to Costco today during lunch. So we have loo roll now, at least. And
Another pack.
Oh yeah, a big one. I saw the couple of rolls. I thought, yeah, that's not going to last long.
There's at least full packs, I think, in the...
Yeah, there's 2 packs,
Thingy cupboard.
4 rolls.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I thought, that's not going to last very long. That's like a week, maybe 2.
Yes,
And
because Costco shop is this weekend.
So I thought, well, I'm in here getting things for lunch, so I'll just grab a pack anyway. And so I did that. So that's effort that doesn't need to be exerted over the weekend.
Which would be nice.
Yes. So, and walk there, walks back. It's like 5 minutes each way.
Yeah.
Sweating like a pig.
Yes.
And I was going, it's slightly drizzly. Why am I so sweaty?
Well, the reason for all this is he never exerts himself, so therefore when he does exert himself, his body must then pump out all that energy somewhere.
It's my arms and my coat. It's like the rest of me was okay, but the arms and that in my coat were just absolutely dripping. I was like,
Yeah. It's
supposed to be a
winter.
jacket that keeps the water on the outside.
Yeah, but it's not a decent weatherproof jacket anymore, is it? It's one that probably needs to be retired.
No, it's brand new virtually.
Is it?
Yeah, I only got it this year, last year.
It's that good.
Well, I need to get one because I need to get a decent outdoors one because I don't have a jacket and I don't have a coat at all now.
Yeah.
So I need to at some point get one because this is the weather where you need to have something that will allow you to breathe. So fuck those zippable fleece things. Don't let me have one of them. I just want something that stops the water hitting me and I can wear everything else under it.
So a sou'wester.
Kind of.
Southwest.
But
That's a hat.
But you know, like the blacks raincoats, but without the fleece zipper inside. Yeah, one of those, because, you know, it's like, we throw water at you
An
and
anorak.
it doesn't... Well, it's not an anorak, you moron. It's like outdoorsman type coats, because I like those, because you can wear them and be fine, because they breathe. Whereas plastic doesn't allow you to breathe, because it seals you off from the rest of the world.
Because it's plastic.
Plastic.
Plastic, yes.
Plastic. But outside of that, hey, we're all locked indoors again.
Yay.
Stuff has happened that we can't talk about.
He's happy about that because it means he doesn't like having to get up and go to work. So
I don't like having to go and go to work. I like the idea of, I'm in bed, I need to go to work, roll out of bed, land in a chair, rotate 180 degrees, and I'm at work. It's brilliant.
Yeah, whereas I actually do miss the commute because it was walking for me. It was kind of needed. It's like, oh, you can walk during your lunchtime. I want to eat during my lunchtime.
Well, you can walk after work then.
After work, I get up, I stagger downstairs, and I go, amongst other things. But yeah, that's our reviews of the week.
Yeah.
So it's 9:10.
yes, it is.
Let's play a bit of a song, and then we shall
Yeah.
go into some Jackbox gaming.
Bed is good. Yes, DH, bed is good.
That is very good. Oh yeah, we haven't said hello to channel, have we?
There is DH, and I believe that is everyone, unless...
Unless
People
anyone
can be
else
poked.
makes themselves known.
Hello everyone in channel.
Yeah.
Yes.
We will be doing Jackbox games after a bit of music, so if there is anyone that you're aware of that you want to poke, feel free.
So let's kill off the backing music and say hello to Iceferno as they give us the joys of the old Streets of Rage 2 track, Go Straight.
Hey.
now reached the audience participation portion of the show. It's game time.
Yeah, it's game time.
Jackbox, la 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 la, copyright, la la la, la copyright.
Ha 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 ha. Hey! So you know what to do, don't you?
EMCS.
Join us.
Join us.
Can you separate from one page to another, you stupid Google page?
Join us.
Jackbox.tv. So if you want to play, be quicker, like everyone but me.
Join
There's
us.
room for more.
Yes, there is.
Come play our game.
Hold on. Name. Sickness.
Down with the sickness,
Room
mother, get
code.
up, come down
Play
with the
with
sickness.
us.
Someone could not spell these nuts, apparently.
Join us.
We have TK Tiger, Cosmic Elect, DH, Hedgie Biden, Rue Elect, and Sickness. Who will be next?
Join
Who's
us.
down with the sickness?
So,
Will there be a next? Who wants to fill our remaining 2 holes?
are we electing duvets now?
Duvets.
Huh?
Yeah, because Reba's last...
That's Rue Elect.
Yeah, Rue,
Rhubarb.
because we discovered Rue was also a
join the
duvet-related
party.
thing, because I went pillow fort, duvet fort. Last week was a long time ago.
Saviour is having old man problems. Next week, he'll be weeing into a little bag.
Old man problems. The old man to my right, and the old man on
Join
the left.
us.
My old man problems are there are too many old men on the sofa.
No kidding, United. Oh.
You've only just seen that.
Sorry, I was
Join
logging
us.
into the room.
Right, I think that's going to be it, so let's
Yep.
start the game.
Yes, indeed.
Meow. Do not be startled. I am here to guide you as we explore the deepest recesses of your mind. You will build strange and complex worlds using only your imagination and your thumbs. A hypothetical situation missing one key part will be transmitted to your device, like this one. Ads before online videos have been banished. In their place are 15-second videos of this. They are not skippable. Is life better? There are infinite possibilities you could write in to complete this scenario. Choose wisely though, because everybody else will then answer yes or no. And you will earn more points if you split the room.
Yay.
Fitting name, huh? For those of you in the audience, you'll be competing as one player. Your answers will be determined by a majority vote. Yes, even in a nebulous void, democracy is important. At the end of the game, the person who creates the most divisive dimensions will win. Got it? Good. Now let's begin.
This is where we go.
You're
all
driving
good
straight
quiet.
into infinity.
Yep.
Your imagination is your fuel, and your sense of embarrassment are the brakes. Buckle up and split the room.
Because he keeps dogging.
Fill in the blank to complete the scenario.
I need
Have a
bit.
scenario.
Oh my fucking god!
Oh my god, all of text.
What the fuck is this question? This is bullshit right now.
Okay, I've answered my question. My question was surprisingly easy to answer, considering it was a freaking Dickens novel. I've only just noticed in all the times we've played this that the little pocket watch that the counter ticks down in,
Yep.
the little thing on the side where you wind it is actually winding down.
You've never noticed that?
No.
Oh, really?
Never really looked.
That's the one. Don't fucking move, bullshit bastard.
Someone's having a good day.
Heyo!
You missed it.
I know I missed it. I heard it. The timing was worrying.
This scenario is called Fishing with Earworms.
Oh God, what is it with today?
You've had the wheels on the bus stuck in your head for a month straight.
He has
You
now.
recently heard of a radical cure that involves this. Doctors say there's a chance the song will naturally leave you soon. Do you try the radical cure now?
Trephination!
If it was a different song, like the frog one,
Which frog one?
the ringtone one,
Oh, Crazy Frog. Okay.
yeah, Crazy Frog one,
Right, when someone says the frog one, I instantly think bom 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 bom.
Sorry, I would happily have that stuck in my head, but
It's
no,
like-
The
Crazy
longer it
Frog.
takes the room
Trephination
to
has
answer,
been
the more
proven to
bonus
be-
points you get.
Workable in some cases, so...
You do not
Feast
drill
your
holes
eyes
in your
on.
head.
It's called trephination.
Right in,
It does
right
work.
off.
Is this the novel question?
In a
TK?
presidential election, your name has been entered on a shocking number of write-in ballots. You end up winning,
No.
narrowly defeating this person. Do you take the oath?
Ooh.
Now, I would like to point out that this entire game so far has been spot on for questions, because before the show started, I was talking about earworms.
Yeah.
Presidential election question now?
Yep.
I dread to think what the rest of the questions are going to be like. If it's mirroring my entire week, then sorry, no, I'm calling it.
Good split.
Oh.
Cosmic would take the election over Mr. Rogers?
Wow.
You are not being the man Mr. Rogers
And
knows
now,
you could be.
Binge Pipe presents Nighty Night. You are offered the ability to feel well-rested after only 4 hours of
TK
sleep.
takes
Yeah, I'll take it.
However, in order for it to work, you have to sleep inside this
TK takes
for an
it.
entire month. Do you do it?
Well, the real issue with that
Yeah,
is-
fine. That's fine.
Yeah, the real issue with that one is nothing says you don't have to shower afterwards or have nose plugs. So I see no downside for an extra 4 hours of being able to do shit that I want to do.
And no one says this isn't already a kink.
But also, if it's in the middle of summer, then no, because I would not be able to sleep.
Certainly wouldn't get many
It's
colds.
time for Picks or It Didn't Happen. You've reached the summit of Mount Kilimanjaro when tragically your camera breaks. Luckily, there's another climber present.
Breaking
They offer to
shit.
take your pick in exchange for this. Do you accept the trade?
Right, so realizing the majority of our audience is gay, potentially would not say no to this.
Are they hot? Do I still have a boyfriend at that point? Because if I have a boyfriend, then
There's
no.
the thing,
If
yeah.
I don't have a boyfriend, then I could be tempted.
What stays at base camp stays at base camp? What happens at base camp stays at base camp. That's the sentence. No, yeah. What happens at Mount Kilimanjaro stays in Mount Kilimanjaro.
Ooh.
You could not tempt us, Hedge.
No.
Well, you tempted one
And
person,
now?
so.
Rue was tempted.
Sign of the Zodiac.
Doo-doo-doo.
You are suddenly accused of being an infamous serial killer. The public turns against you, but you have one chance. Clues at the crime scene prove the culprit can't do this physical feat. Do you demonstrate this skill on TV to clear your name?
Clues at the crime scene prove the culprit cannot eat live mice.
Well, most people can't eat live mice. They're difficult to swallow them.
Well, if it stops me from potentially, depending on the country, being killed, yeah, I'd eat a live mouse. I'd be horribly, yeah. True, I was assuming the other climber is male. But, you know, it's entirely down to preferences on the type of sex at that point.
Ooh.
A good split, though.
It's a good split and a good length of time to go with it.
Yeah.
That was my Dickens novel.
Ah.
Mice. Dickens.
Up next is the holiday bug.
Ooh.
As in catching it, or...
The hot new Christmas
COVID.
toy is a cute robotic otter
Oh.
that's programmed to hold hands with you and say nice things.
What?
A bug has been found where once every 100,000 times it will whisper this. You're the CEO. Do you recall the toy?
No, you sell it dedicatedly to furries. You literally put a sticker on it that says, wait for the message once you hit 100,000 times.
And it depends how it says it as well. It's like, let's get comfortable. That's nice and innocent. That's
If it's like,
floating up on the sofa.
let's get comfortable. Then yes.
Then it's trying to sound like Darkwing Duck.
Yes. Or if it's Christopher Walken, let's get comfortable.
There aren't many voices or people saying it that could make that sound bad.
Yeah.
Now, if it was, let's kill Grandma, then maybe I could think about that.
Sickness. Oh, no, TK Tigers in the
Just
lead.
squeaking in the lead.
Just beating sickness.
We've reached the decisive dimension.
That was quick.
Everybody will be presented with a new type of scenario. There will be 2 options to choose from. Door number 1 is already provided. You will decide what's behind door number 2. Remember, you want to make it as hard of a choice as possible. Oh, and if you correctly predict a certain player's decision, you'll earn some bonus points. Let's begin.
Yes.
Audience has
Write
advantage
an option that you think only some people would choose.
because
Okay.
we are kind of very, very traditional, so I'd say, in our answers. Damn it, brain. A funny answer that would split the room. Damn it. I hate you, TK.
Why? Apart from the usual reasons.
Oh my fucking god! I hate you, TK. Oh, Jesus Christ, this game! Fucking hell, I swear blind, every time we turn it on, it's like, oh, the TigerTails crew is on. Right, we better beam into the room so we can fuck up all of these people with some of these questions and answers.
I want to see evidence of this. Still waiting for answers from Hedgie. And Biden.
Or Hedgie Biden.
All smartphones only have enough space for one app, and you
Standard.
can't delete them. You can either choose a phone that comes with a Checkers app or this. Which lone app do you pick for your phone?
Checkers or Othello?
Oh.
The game or the Shakespeare thing?
The Shakespeare app, yes. One play only.
I love Othello. I had an Amstrad game.
No
of it.
bonus
I
points for you.
absolutely adored playing it.
I played it so many times, I'm bored.
Well, that's what happens, but I did love it. A Checkers app or what's Howler?
I have no idea.
It's,
TK?
it's basically Grindr for furries.
Really? Does it exist?
Yeah, I think so.
Really? Wow.
Everyone's like Googling Howler.
Yeah.
It was like,
No, I assumed this was something somebody made up. It's like,
it feels like it should be. All that complete works of Shakespeare, to be
As an
fair.
app on my phone.
Well, that would be better than the book I've got on my fucking bookcase.
yeah, you Checkers or Kindle with the complete works of Shakespeare.
Cosmic. Oh!
Now for something
I like
different.
Checkers, but
Extra-dimensional
Yeah.
beings want to give humanity a gift of knowledge, and you represent mankind. They will either tell you exactly where Atlantis is, or the answer to this mystery. Which knowledge do you choose?
okay. So we have Atlantis or the location of Amelia Earhart's plane. Oh,
Oh, I'm a prick.
that's hard. I'm sorry. I would go with the plane. Fuck Atlantis, but oh my god, that's actually a really good question. Could split the questions.
And it was mine!
Well played.
That is a lovely question. That is a lovely one. 'Cause it is one of those that you go, oh, that would be awesome if we knew.
Yeah.
How to achieve world peace. Fish.
By murdering everyone who disagrees with you.
Technically, no.
Oh, like you're murdered.
These are getting the 3-2 splits. And indeed, predicted TK. Or TK predicted Rue.
Yep.
Okay, so Atlantis location,
that's fine.
McCann.
Someone else has answered the question I thought, shit, I should have answered.
It's like, we know where she is.
We don't know exactly.
We don't know exactly
Yeah,
where.
the ocean washes things out.
Wow.
No one cares. And TK didn't go for it. God damn it.
Well, I don't care where she is.
It all comes down to this.
That was a couple of 400s.
Ooh.
Oh, I'm just in the lead. That means I get the kitty licks, doesn't it?
Winner!
Yay, I get the kitty licks.
But yeah, I thought, oh, Amelia Earhart. That's a great one to put in there.
Yeah.
Signal's got the most likes.
Yes. And Roulette most dislikes.
Aw.
Don't worry.
But I was like, Atlantis,
Normally-
what else could I put in there?
Normally Echo is here, but we've lost Echo to
COVID.
COVID.
Have we?
As in, well, he doesn't have it,
Yeah.
but obviously he's now living with Sparky. They can't go out at all, so it's evening.
So he can't.
They're bored
log in.
stupid.
Oh, I see.
they're bored stupid.
But they're bored together.
Oh.
They're
But
bored-
they can
they're
both
bored
log in.
stiff. Well, they could both log in if it weren't for the fact that they were bored stiff.
I see.
You got it then. There we go.
Not necessarily bored, but
Yes.
Definitely stiff.
Well, one of them is bored and the other one is stiff.
And then they flip a coin to see
Yes.
if they go again or swap. You know, yeah.
But yeah, I was like, Atlantis, what else can I put in? Amelia Earhart, yes.
I'm going to bring the mics back up. Well, not mics, the
I
video.
thought that one would be a great one. I was like, yes.
He thought it was so good hit. Beat his microphone.
Yes.
Vivian. Okay, stop that now.
He's the only one with headphones, so this is ASMR bad for him.
No, it doesn't bother me in the slightest, because I can do it on mine as well. But it loses its effect when we're only in mono.
Yeah, we're mono. We are mono.
We are mono thanks
We
to
are
broken
mono.
cables.
Yay.
Boom.
But that was fun. The scary game of let's pull shit that's so fucking similar to your lives and should have fit so well. Like, here, have the Maddie McCann question.
Oh, here's the Atlantis question after you were speaking about Atlantis and other Disney films earlier.
Yeah, that is fucking hell.
And it's like, have all these questions that are somehow relevant to the conversations you've been having shortly before the show. As TK was desperately trying to fix cables. On that thought, actually, it's probably time for some more music.
Yes.
So, I've got a couple of choices here. Let's actually change the order slightly. I'm going crazy. Yeah. Actually, no, fuck it, I won't. I'll keep it as it was. We've had a bit of Jake Aldridge recently with his new single, so I thought
Yes.
I'd play some of his earlier stuff
Ooh.
for a change.
Okay.
Why not? So, we haven't played this one for a while. It is featuring... Who is it featuring? Because the name's fallen off the edge. Kelly Brook. And it's Jake Aldridge singing In the Clouds.
Living your life so carefully, but I'm living mine so carelessly.
Open your mind to a new way of thinking. Life is short, you'll miss it if you're blinking. On your boat, trying to stay afloat but sinking. Cowards will give in while the warriors are winking. Life will test you, at the pressure. Champions turn pressure into pleasure. Best you get your backside back into that ring, ding ding. Fight it like you were a wrestler. Been through tough times, but amazingly, I live life like nothing phases me. Whether that's stupidity or bravery, with this frame of mind, nothing will be breaking me.
Living your life so carefully, but I'm living mine so carelessly. Play my games without a referee. Anything for some serenity. I've got my head in the clouds. Got my head in the clouds. Got my head in the clouds. And I ain't coming
Life's a game, so learn how to play. If demons come knocking, gotta turn them away. Burn them with flames and returning your pains. I bet you they get your soul searching for days. Don't be delirious, but my theory is gotta take life a little less serious. When you are surrounded by millions of idiots, you can feel alone, but you gotta show resilience. Though it can feel like make or break, don't be too scared to make a mistake. Like an earthquake, shake the place, and if you smell that freedom, well, I'll take a taste.
Living your life so carefully, but I'm living mine so carelessly. Play my games without a referee. Anything for some serenity. I've got my head in the clouds. Got my head in the clouds. Got my head in the clouds. And I ain't coming
Can you tell my mentalities got me going against gravity? In the clouds so happily, chasing dreams, not a salary. Life is precious and it's sad to see it getting flushed down the lavatory. You're a tragedy, short of a catastrophe. I can see you're practically just
living your life so
living your
carefully.
life so carefully.
But I'm living mine
But
so
I'm living
carelessly.
mine so carelessly.
Play my games
Play
without
my
a
games
referee.
with no referee.
Anything for some
I'll do anything for serenity.
I've got my head in the clouds. Got my head in the clouds. Got my head in the clouds. And I ain't coming down. Got my head in the clouds. Got my head in the clouds. Got my head in the clouds. And I ain't coming down.
You're listening to TigerTails Radio, abusing our internet privileges since 2004.
And that was Jake Aldridge with In the Clouds.
Yes.
And we have the new Jackbox code, which I shall endeavour to put on the screen now, because that's probably a good idea.
We are now a DBCC. BBC.
Delta Victor Charlie
Join
Charlie.
us.
Don't Vaseline crocodiles cactus.
Da Vinci's comedy cock.
Diving vicariously catches crocodiles.
Disney Vacation Club.
There's room for more.
Disney
Which-
Vacation Club.
Which, to be honest, could be a real thing.
Disney Vacation Children's Club.
Oh, don't you dare.
What?
Don't you fucking dare.
Disney Vacation Cuddles Cactus.
Psst, join the party.
Dancing Viagra.
It's like the worst game of Quiplash ever.
Disney's VP
There's a P in
coddles
it.
children.
As Cosmic says, Disney Vacation Club. Club.
Yeah.
Club. Yes.
Join us.
Driving vehicles counterclockwise.
Yay!
Don't do that, please, for the love of God.
What? No, you can drive counterclockwise. It's
Not in
wonderful.
England, not in England. If you drive counterclockwise, people get terribly upset at you on roundabouts.
Ah, maybe you're in a car park.
Join us.
No, then you're lost.
I'm going to start the game.
I think that's everyone. And I'm running out of DVCC.
I think we'd run out of DVCC quite some time ago.
You have to drive anti-clockwise in the UK.
Meow.
No, we drive
Do not be startled.
clockwise.
I am here to guide you as we explore the deepest recesses
skip
of
this
your
bit, can't
mind.
we? We know this
You
bit, don't
will
we?
build
Yep.
strange and
Press skip
complex
on our
worlds
device.
using only your imagination and your thumbs.
Yeah, we know.
Thank you.
There are 43 dimensions unknown to man,
Oh, I
although
see.
Dimension
I've got
22 is a
yes.
complete rip-off of Dimension 8. It's time to split the room.
Yes.
Complete the scenario that was sent to your device.
I've got another novel.
Yay!
Oh yeah. Hold on, I need to Google it. Oh no, I don't. I remembered it. Fuck brain. Where's the brain bleach?
Shit, I could go so many ways with this one.
Hairball?
Yes.
Hey. I do miss some of the animations. because I'm like typing away or turning away from the screen. Some of them are really good, and it annoys me when I miss them because it's like, oh, cool.
Okay, I went there. I probably shouldn't have gone there.
Brace yourself for One Fright Stand. If you get scared, you see ghosts for 4 hours. The spirits don't hurt you, they just do this. After watching a very terrifying horror movie, your date invites you back to their place for
fuck
coffee.
off.
Do you go?
So basically, this is you get to experience the date with all of the China dolls in the bedroom. Only they're ghosts.
If you get scared, you see ghosts for 4 hours. After watching a very terrifying horror movie.
They're judging you.
Yeah, fine. Don't mind what I do.
It's like the teddy bears aligned and all angled down to face the bed. It was like,
They watch me while I sleep.
that's fine. I just don't want them watching whilst we perform.
It's okay, that's what OnlyFans is there for.
Only fans to get paid. I'm only an extrovert to the partner I
Time
have.
bonus is 30.
That's not too bad.
Get ready for
Good start.
Receipt It After Me.
Oh.
You forgot it's your mom's birthday. You order her a gift for same-day delivery from a new service called Flambazon. But, every package includes your 30-day order history. So your mom will see you ordered this in bulk. Do you cancel the order?
Well, aside from the fact my mum's dead, but considering we were having a conversation about dildos in the middle of Sega Park, I wouldn't really cancel the order.
They'd be like, why have you ordered a large amount of Vaseline? I get ill.
I get chapped lips, and I have a lot of lips.
I'm a plumber. There we go.
Yes, I have to grease my nipples a lot.
I'm gay.
This one is
That'd be my
called-
response.
Let's talk about sex.
Okay,
We were.
What the hell is going
You
on with this
facilitate
game?
sexual harassment workshops for a living, so we've met. Unfortunately, you just developed a rare neurological condition that causes you to speak mostly in quotes from this. Do you perform your workshops without talking?
You see,
Now-
Doctor, I have a problem with these men coming on to me. Well, no, could see with the thing without that and saying who done that.
Well, to be fair, that was a quote from old Bill Cosby where no one could understand what the fuck he was saying.
I thought that was a
not
quote
an
from
actual-
Family Guy, Bill Cosby.
Yeah.
No, say on my this face.
Oh, got a good split there. There were so many ones I could have gone with, but I know we've got a couple of Americans in the audience, so I went for the one I thought
Here's
they
one I
might know
like to
as well.
call the Unfanuet symbol. You discover the Japanese symbol that's tattooed on the back of your hand translates to this. You're about to spend a year in Japan. You can't afford to remove it. Do you cancel your trip?
Okay, you discover the Japanese symbol that's tattooed on the back of your hand translates to hot and spicy. You're about to spend a year in Japan, you can't afford to remove it. Do you cancel your trip? Fuck no!
Just wear a glove.
Yeah, we cover our hand because tattoos are semi-frowned upon in Japan anyway.
Semi-frowned upon, but they do enjoy telling you what the correct translation of the symbols are.
Oh yeah.
No split.
You do realise what that says? Yes.
It says hot and spicy.
Thankfully, none of mine
It's
have words,
time
and
for
all of mine can be covered up
Fashion
anyway.
fast forward. The hot new fashion trend, believe it or not, involves wearing this.
Oh.
You have a job interview at a hip young office. It's the only promising job lead you've had in weeks. You have a family. Do you wear it?
Like, honey, I've got a job. That's nice, dear. Are you wearing your best suit?
No, I'm wearing mankini.
I'm gonna go drive in my mankini.
I'm going to fucking freeze in my mankini.
Especially in this weather.
Yeah.
Now the worst
It's
thing
like
is,
if it's good enough for Borat and he's weird.
here is a tip though for people who think, oh yeah, hot hit places, I don't have to wear a suit. No, it's a lie. You wear a fucking suit.
Brace yourself for match made near heaven.
Near Devon.
An algorithm has matched you with your perfect mate, with a caveat. This person's cute nickname for you is this. They will say it every single day. Do you get married?
Where's the ducky come from in England?
Ducky was always
It's a northern thing, isn't it?
it was what men would refer to as a woman that they found attractive, but would not actually
Pursue.
Yes. Well, two pints at table 57, Ducky, would you?
It was a term of endearment.
Yeah, term of endearment. Ducky duck I could live with. If it wasn't for the fact I'm already married and have a wonderful wife.
Here's where things stand at the moment.
Okay, so Hedge is in the lead, with TK Tiger in second.
Oh, okay. The battle for the Catholics continues.
We've reached the decisive dimension. Everybody will be presented with a new type of
We
scenario.
know, we've done this bit already.
Write an option that you think only some people would choose.
This is a tough one.
Really annoying when it's not cast members, because I don't know the trends for our audience.
Why are you not submitting? There you go.
Yeah.
It's a fit. Oh.
Kitty. I voted. Voted.
Fresh?
Submitted. Xavier's been kicked.
Has he?
Get back into the fucking room. Yeah. We might be waiting for a while. Fuck you, internet.
Hurry up. Time's running out.
Still waiting for Plague and...
I'm in.
Oh, just Plague then. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Roar. For 1 hour only, everyone but you vanishes from the world. If only. The world is empty and unlocked. You could go through your neighbors' houses or do this. How do you spend your precious hour?
So we have Snoop on your neighbours or Skinny Dip in their pool. Assuming they have a pool and it's not winter.
We're going to assume it's summer and they have a pool.
I don't necessarily see the appeal of skinny dipping alone. It's like, oh, you get to let everything hang out. It's like,
You get some bonus points.
Never done skinny dipping.
Technically, yes.
Snoop on your neighbours or actually have some me time, god damn it. There is no one. I can actually dedicate an hour of my life to me. Yeah, that was a blatant guess. I have no idea on our audience.
Enjoy the 50-50 splits.
Snoop your neighbours or fill your ex's car with expanding foam. What? No, not expanding foam. The tiny packing crate pellets. You know, the ones that fucking stick to the cat.
Oh, those. Oh, single
Really
ball.
Vote
Smalling
already if you
ones.
haven't.
I don't have an X, so...
Damn it.
No splits.
Great Great prediction. You just earned some bonus points.
Yay, points.
You just don't. Some points.
Moving on.
the
After
complete
beating the
washout.
high score in a magical arcade game, you receive a special video game ability that works in the real world.
Ah,
You
so
can either get an
isekai.
extra life or this. Which real-world video game ability do
Okay.
you choose?
What would actually
Hadouken!
be better than I don't care if I die? Oh, there we go. Trouble is, if you're throwing fireballs, you're gonna want that extra life for when people start, throwing bullets.
I will melt the bullets with my fireballs.
So, anything better than Hadouken? Visibility? I'll take the extra life, please. Like, you can't be seen by the car that's driving at you rapidly. One last one. Free replay, isn't that an no? Oh no, it's not an extra life. You can go back to the beginning.
Yes.
Ah, yes, please.
How far back to the beginning, though?
Well, if it's far enough,
I mean, last checkpoint maybe, but
yeah.
Yes.
too far?
I've replayed Sonic Adventure too many times. I will take the free replay. Fix so many
Someone's
things.
a mind reader.
Okay, let's see.
It all comes down to this.
Oh, that was an appalling number of points there, but I think Hedgie got it. Cosmic gave a good push.
Yep, Hedgie got the kitty licks. So that's not the only thing Biden's won recently.
But
And
TK
most
gets
likes.
most likes this time.
Hey!
And most dislikes was DH.
Oh, never mind.
That's fine.
Yes.
Still a pro.
I won the game.
He comes back for like one session every now and again. Beats us all at the game. Whilst TK meows like a cat.
He is a cat.
Well, he was a cat. Then he went to lion, which is a big cat. Then he went to dog.
No, it was Tiger, Dalmatian, Lion,
Oh yes.
and then Pup.
Oh yes. So he
And the high
not
school
just
one load.
not just species, but the entire opposite species.
Right, let's get rid of the Jack Fox and bring back up the...
He's bounced around.
Yes.
Let's
I've
put
been
it
around, yeah.
Hello and welcome
Uh,
once again.
All we can say, at least he hasn't gone fox.
Yeah, you never want to go full Fox.
Yes, everyone's like, "Yay, fox!" It's like, oh, there's billions of those. Just like in the real world.
People say that about wolves, and I sit there and I go, show me a cosplayer that has a decent wolf cosplay. And then some
Okay.
of them do, and I go, excellent, how much did that cost? That much. This is why I don't have a person.
The first time we went to Video Games Live, there was someone doing a wolf costume.
Wolf Link.
Yeah,
Yes,
Wolf Link.
I know. I fucking loved it.
It was great.
I liked Video Games Live, I missed that.
I miss going outside.
You know, we've got like 3 doors in this place. You can go outside at any time.
Yes, I could go outside and the police come up and go, hey, have you got your paperwork for going outside?
Have you?
I'm going to the shops. Prove it. They're over there.
Also, I have a shopping list of things I need to buy.
Yeah, normally it is. It's like, are you going to the shops? Yeah, here's my list.
Yes.
So, are you going to the shops? Yes. Prove it. Come with me.
Yes.
Yeah, it's, well,
I will be buying
you've got a
this
car.
pie and this apple and this bottle of cough syrup.
You're cheaper
to
than
use
Uber.
As
Yeah, I'll be like,
Sauce?
I'm going to Costco, and if you'd like to escort me home afterwards, feel absolutely free to, darling. I'm using some of your boot space. You're here to protect and serve, aren't you? Well, get serving!
Only it's slightly bit more polite because you don't want to push yourself into potentially police having a reason to arrest you. Not that we're back at that time frame when it was a case of the police were scary and could arrest you for anything.
Well, they never arrested you. They just give you a clip around the ear. Now they can't even do that anymore.
yes.
Rule 6.
That's true.
We can reminisce because back in
'Cause we're
the
old.
day when a policeman caught you doing something wrong, 1, it was something wrong, and 2, the threat of your parents being told by a policeman
Was worse than the policeman
shit you
himself.
up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was like, "Ooh."
It's not, oh god, it's the police. It's, oh shit, he's going to tell my parents.
Yes.
Like, fuck the police. No, my parents would kill me.
Yeah. Excuse me, Mr. and Mrs. Farkenvarken. Is this your son?
The best bit is like, right, give us your address. You don't know your own address. I know I'm on this road.
Yeah. It's the house with the brown windows and the car.
It's like, what's your phone number? Don't know your own phone number.
I don't do well under pressure. Stop questioning me.
It's like, I don't ring myself. I don't need to know my own number.
I still remember my old telephone number from my old house.
Yeah, so what?
It's really annoying because when they changed the numbers... Oh, this is a very UK thing, by the way.
Yeah.
We
Oh,
had
go.
a situation where there were so many landlines created that they had to change the dial code,
They ran out of area codes.
the area code. So suddenly we went from smaller area codes to an extra
We went from
number.
4-digit to 5-digit.
Yes.
And how did they do that? They stuck an extra 1 in it.
Yeah.
But then, because Southampton used to be, when I was young, it was 0703.
Yep.
Then it became 01703. Now it's 02380.
Except it's not.
Oh, isn't it?
No.
No?
Because when that transition happened,
Yeah.
Yep.
Southampton became 023.
Yep.
Oh.
And then
we
your
were
telephone
023.
number was adjusted, so it started with either 8081 or whatever.
Ah.
And so Southampton is 023, and I think Portsmouth is 024 or something.
Ah.
And then, yeah, the following numbers are then part of your phone number.
Yeah, because it was a shorter one. But I can't remember the shorter one now for the life of me. It was
What
really
shorter one?
annoying because you never really phoned home.
What, the 0703 one?
02380.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I was, as soon as we got a phone line, my mother was like, "Now this is the number. Now memorise this in case you need to ring us." I was like,
Yeah.
"Okay."
That's what
Yeah.
mine did. In fact, we
But
actually
that's the
had our
thing when-
telephone number written on the phone.
Yeah.
In
Oh,
fact,
yeah.
I think if we go into the lounge, we'll probably find that
Probably,
our number
but-
is actually written on the
Yeah.
phone
We,
still.
we
'cause-
had it written on the phone. Didn't mean that I paid attention to it because it was the home phone. Do I
Yeah.
call home? No, I'm there. I call my friends. That was the thing.
It was like, if you ever need to ring us, and it's like, "Yeah, so I can."
And
yeah.
I was a helper in a youth organisation where we went through and taught like the littler kids, hey, this is how you phone someone. He didn't have a fucking clue.
And what's great is that BT used to, I don't know if they still do, have a functional feature where if you had a compatible handset, you could actually effectively put someone on hold and dial in a second person on the same call, so you could have a three-way conversation.
Yep.
And the handset in the lounge was one of the ones I used to do that on a lot. It used to push the phone bill up something chronic.
Yeah, effectively it was two lines.
Yeah, two calls for the for the price of two at the same time. So it's like, this is just one call and I'm paying double. Yeah, it's because you dialed two people, peasant.
Yeah, back in the day when party lines were a thing, it wasn't costing the. But then English phone stuff was bizarre because it was like, we'll charge you so much per minute for the first minute. Then after the magic time, we will charge you by the pound. It felt like it was like, you're fine, you're fine, you're fine. Your parents are gonna murder you. Your parents are gonna murder you.
And then the internet arrived.
Yeah, which was even worse.
Yeah.
And it's like, your parents are going to murder you because they can't call anyone
Yeah.
and no one can call you.
Oh no, it was even worse. They'd pick up the phone whilst you're in the middle of something.
No.
No, see, that never used to happen for us. So mother ended up getting a phone line and an extension put into her room because she got herself a little rotary phone for her bedroom, which was all posh and nice. And she would just hang it up, open, hang it up, open, hang it up until the line disconnected.
Oh.
And then she'd just leave her phone off the hook.
Oh.
And it's like her extension was hardwired in, so I couldn't unplug it.
Oh.
And it's like, that's cheating. And that's just not fair. And it's like, hey, no one can call us still. You haven't really solved that problem. And
Yep.
It's like, yeah, but you're not on the internet anymore. We on your pillow, woman.
Back in the day of dial-up, and now it's all broadband to the door.
Yeah.
Now people don't even have landlines anymore.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Is the craziest thing. You can move into a flat. The builders have not wired in a phone line, or they might have wired in a phone line, but it's not registered to anyone. But you don't care about that. You care about the broadband and whether or not
Yeah.
that's wired in.
Or you can call BT and they can install it into the wrong pissing flat.
Yes.
Or even better, move into a flat that has a phone line and you wonder why it's not working. So you go out the back and you go, that box with all the cables hanging out of it, I think that might be the issue.
Really?
No one had actually mentioned it to anybody.
Geniuses.
And then eventually I was like, I want the internet. I phoned them up. OpenReach came out so fucking quick, it was unbelievable. Really? Like, yep, dip, dip, dip. Yeah, this was back when O2 was good. This is why I really loved O2, because it was like O2 broadband and O2 phone. Really good deal. I was like, okay, I need to sort out my internet. Okay, we'll get a guy out to you tomorrow. Oh, what? Sorry.
No, not even BT do that. And O2 owned by BT. What's going on here?
And it was OpenReach came round. It was like, oh yeah, we can see the problem. This cabinet's been fucked with. Right, you've got internet now. Okay.
Thank you, kind man.
Never any problem, and that's why I stuck with O2 until it got taken over by Sky.
Yeah. Weirdly, I'd stuck with B Internet, which was spelled BE, and I stuck with them for ages until they got taken over by Sky. And then when that happened, I was like, hey Sky, I'm off, bye. And it was like, can I convince you to stay? It's like, not until you stop being owned by Rupert Murdoch, you can't.
Yeah, but the worst thing was, it was like, right, I'm moving out, and I was moving to somewhere else at the time, going from Pennington, so I was moving into Bournemouth with no phone line. It was like, okay, yeah, that's fine, we won't have any issues because you can't get a phone line in. Nowadays, it's like you move out, or you got to take your phone contract with you. There isn't a phone line physically in the place. Oh, you got to take your phone contract with you. There is not a phone line in the place.
I do not have a contract to take with me.
Oh, but the landlord... No, the landlord won't. It did, because I checked and I eventually got another nice OpenReach man to come along, drill through the window.
Drill through the window!
Well, yeah, it was like they got the cable in through the the wooden window frame outside the window, install the shit. It was like, I'll just put it off of that telephone pole over there. Okay, that's fine. This one room in this house now has a telephone line. I've increased the rent value of this box room. But I didn't care, I had internet, so that was fine.
Yeah, that's the important bit.
Yep.
When that did move with me when I moved to New Milton.
Yeah.
But then when moving to here, there was only the Virgin line, so I had to say, yeah, I can't move it. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, as I brought the BT line with me, going, yes, come with me, BT. And they were like, okay, we can do that. It's like,
we will
good.
install a line for you. When the rain
moon hits
comes.
your eye like a big pizza pie, that's amore.
Whereupon T here went, what the fuck, I'm on hold again?
I also remember when they installed the line into the wrong flat, and I was
Yes.
on the BT support, and I got passed from agent to agent to agent to agent, and no one had any idea what to do with me. And
It's like, no, we can see it's connected. Yes, it is connected.
to the
wrong place.
building. Yeah, it says your address or nothing. Just because it says that on the piece of paper doesn't mean the engineer's physically gone there. They've gone to flat B, not flat C. It says flat C on the thing. I know it says flat C on the thing, but they haven't gone to flat C. Flat C is downstairs. They've gone upstairs.
Yes.
Oh, I don't know about that. Well, I'll pass you on to someone else. Yes, please do, because they might be more useless than you.
That's the most frustrating thing, though, because I've worked in call centres, still work in call centres, or contact centres as an airport.
Yes.
The number of people who don't have the training to deal with the call, but are put in the phone lines to deal with those calls, the difference is fucking astounding. And every time I bring it up in terms of this as a problem, because they go, okay, what do you think would improve improve the productivity of the department? What do you think would help improve your productivity for back office? Well, if front office knew how to do these things, this would reduce our workload dramatically and the timescale to do these things, because it's done at first point of contact.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. You're going to change it?
No.
You're listening to me. I can see you nodding, but I understand that you're never going to do this.
Yeah, they are. The head is nodding, the eyes are glazed.
I know. I will vaguely bitch about stuff. I've been in contact centres enough to know the processes and the swift mechanics behind it, and the intuitive design and all of that stuff. All these big blue buzzwords. Basically, it is we need to train people. It costs money. It takes time. We currently don't have enough people to cover the training, the cost time, and things like that. So basically, it comes back to you're going to have to suffer until we've got a little bit of leeway.
The leeway never comes.
Well, it kind of comes when you join another company.
And then it still doesn't come because you're still in a contact centre.
Yeah, well,
I think that's just a universal thing of contact centres, really.
does feel like it. I mean, you're gonna have to stand up. Looking at him going, what the fuck? King of Tat decided to buy some more tat.
Trophy bars!
Congratulations, you now have a trophy.
I have a trophy.
Yes. It's PlayStation Trophy, but it's in real life.
Oh, has anyone noticed the change for the trophies yet?
Yes,
No.
because that was advertised yonks ago and done yonks ago.
Yeah,
What have they done then?
They changed it so that there was like more steps or something like that.
Yeah, well, previously the highest level cap you could get on PlayStation Network was 99.
Was it?
Yeah,
Oh.
they've now expanded it to 999
Ah.
and adjusted everyone's levels accordingly. So now I'm level like 200 and something. I'm dead chuffed. So I was like level 12 before, and
Yeah,
like,
I haven't paid attention to my trophy stuff for a while, and it's like, okay.
well, in fact, I should be able to have a look.
So does that mean if you reach level 99, you immediately become 999?
Yeah,
Yeah, effectively.
effectively, because the idea is it's supposed to be representative of the number of games you've played
And the trophies you've got, and the value of those trophies, and the difficulty of getting those trophies.
and the weighting of those trophies, which would be a good indicator of if whether or not your game is doing well. So if 1% of your population have actually gotten your character to level 30, isn't that right, Marvel Avengers?
Oh yeah, that game that's so cool.
That game that launched.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And pretty much nobody's talked about.
Oh no, they've talked about it, and they've gone from talking about it to now talking about it and comparing it to Anthem.
There you go. I'm level 238.
Yeah.
Wow.
I've got 1,588 trophies, of which 2 are platinum, 60 gold. And then
This is
Squillion bronze.
This is an indicative of the number of games and actual trophies that he earned. That was the daft thing about this, because it's like,
Yep.
you have earned 1,294 trophies, and TK's like, I've played 12 games.
Yeah. So many
But it does
bronzes.
chart all the progress from like
So
PS3.
what are your platinums then?
Platinums? Can we talk about platinum?
No.
No.
I think, what was it?
I've only got one.
Thing in the dark. Is Tekken, one of the Tekkens was a platinum?
That one. That was just 100%.
Oh, okay.
Because I've only got one platinum on the PS3.
Oh, there he is.
And
So
that was,
Parappa the Rapper was one of them.
Oh yeah. I've got Day of the Tentacle was one of the platinums.
Nice.
Yeah.
Although that's relatively easy, because it is just,
Point and click.
yeah.
But you got to go through and find it. And the other one is Drive Club.
Drive Club, yeah.
Really? You got platinum on Drive Club? Only by only 23%.
Yeah, because all the other ones are DLC.
Oh.
Yeah, that was the downside of Drive Club. It was
So-
you get to pick and buy all of your things.
In the main Drive
Nice.
Club game, I've got the Platinum Trophy for it. I did all of the grind, which only 0.5% of players got.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ultra rare.
So a lot of these are common, or there's another ultra rare one.
Well, this is the good indication of how the game kept being popular, because it was like, if the online stuff has a very low percentage, like do an online race,
Yeah.
or win an online race, if that's
Yeah.
got very
Yeah.
low percentages, it's
Eat
kind
5 of your own
indicative.
solo challenges after sending them to at least one other friend.
Aha.
Yeah, or player.
Which-
And so
which
that was
is-
easy, and I'd send it to Pete.
Yeah, but that's the damn thing. It's like that shouldn't be an ultra rare for what Drive Club should have been.
Yeah.
Because if you think about it, we were like challenging, and you should be challenging your friends with this
Yeah.
game, and it was designed to be that way. But yeah,
And reach level 6 with each of the gameplay, game modes, vehicle, and event accolades.
yeah.
So I think the grindiest one was probably that one.
Yeah, but you would do it eventually. That's the thing. At least it's through play.
Yeah.
That was the thing. It was through play. I've seen some ridiculous grinds for trophies, not actual like in-game progress, but actual trophies. And I don't mind it in some games. Oh yeah, the Ratchet and Clank one. Oh fuck, go for platinum on that. Yeah.
Cracking time, yeah.
I keep
Although I
wanting...
got that on PlayStation Now.
Yeah.
And the Wake Up Club, I got 100%, but no Platinum Trophy for it.
No.
There's no Vita games.
Everyone's enjoying watching your collection at the moment.
This is all the games, mostly from PlayStation Plus, people will recognise.
Yeah.
As I spent a lot of time with PlayStation Plus.
the original PlayStation 3 mini games as well.
It's DuckTales Remastered, a fantastic little game.
Got that on PC now. I need to play it.
Oh really? So we're back in the PS3 era now. Mm-hmm. We go all the way down many.
So you don't have any PS3 Platinums?
No.
Wow.
I mean, I got close. I mean, Lego Rock Band we got close until the save died. Outrun, I can't have any more. Nobby Nobby Boy was fantastic. Streets of Rage 2, I should really probably platinum that one at some point. I could probably platinum Sonic 2, except one of the levels is like beat Chemical Plankton in a stupid time.
Yeah, I saw the challenges for those trophies for Sonic stuff.
did.
It's like,
Oh no, I got the Chemical Plant one. 1 minute 45. Supersonic. 10 Supersonic.
how is Supersonic ultra rare?
People can't be bothered. They've done it on the Mega Drive already.
Yeah.
God.
Then you can just go, oh, cheat mode, done. Gone.
Yeah, beat the game in under an hour.
Oh God, no, because that's
And then online stuff, and then beat the game.
that's literally speedrunning the entire game. Because we completed that. Admittedly, we were swapping. You'd have to do flawless runs each time,
Not really.
almost.
No, you can beat it in under an hour casually.
It depends how they do, how they count under an hour. Because if you're just counting level
In
time,
just game time, just level times. Then, yeah.
Dear God.
yeah. I'm gonna come out of this now.
Yeah, fun little thing there.
Yes.
Oh, wow. Time for done and dusted.
Oh, okay.
We've got done and dusted, have we?
Yes,
Ooh.
I've watched stuff. I can review stuff.
Okay.
In that case, everyone shut up while the jingle plays.
All right.
It's that time where the cast of TigerTails Radio review stuff badly. This is Done and Dusted.
By the way, your homework, Mr. Xavier, for Done and Dusted next week, is to catch up on his Dark Materials episode 1.
His duck materials, I heard. I'm fairly sure you didn't mean his duck materials.
Yes, Dark Materials.
His dark materials.
Because season 2 is out now. Well, the first episode of it is. It aired last night, and so I'm not going to expect you to watch 2 when... Yeah.
Is that on...
It's on Z colon.
I'm gonna have to actually find it on the shared drive. Okay.
Yeah, I put it on the shared drive. Because
Because it's a legit.
I've paid my TV license, so yes, I am
Legitimate
allowed to
TV.
have a copy of that program.
Yes.
Ah.
So, what are we going to do, Done and Dusted? Well, because TK has also got Disney Plus.
I do have Disney Plus. That's how we did DuckTales the other day.
Yes, and been going through DuckTales and stuff. I managed to finish DuckTales season 1 and season 2. So
Hey!
I haven't yet.
waiting on season 3 because fucking hell,
I was wondering when the season 3 of The Lion Guard's coming out.
God knows. But I then started looking for other stuff to watch.
And you found The Mandalorian.
Found The Mandalorian. Yeah.
Oh, yes. I've only seen the episodes that I've watched when I've been in the room
In
with
the
him
room,
watching
yeah.
it. So I've seen bits and pieces, and it's like, gruff man, I wear armour, nothing kills me.
I'm looking after Baby Yoda because for the memes.
So this is set after the original sequels, the original films.
The original trilogy. You mean the
original
good
trilogy.
films?
Yeah, the good films, the original
Right,
films.
so it's set between 6 and 7.
Yeah, so the Empire...
If it's set between 6 and 7, how is there a Baby Yoda?
Not entirely sure yet, they've not explained it, but there's the Emperor has been defeated, the Death Star, the second one, has been destroyed. The Empire there is evidence the Empire has
Struck back.
crumbled to an extent, and this is the world of, I suppose you could say, the bounty hunters and the Wild West style of Star Wars, which was in the background of the original trilogies and in the background of and used in a lot of fan stuff. I say fan stuff, it's now called alternate universe because fuck you, Star Wars canon. But the principle of this one is that you are following he is named eventually, but an unnamed Mandalorian who is roaming around doing bounty hunter jobs.
Is his name Bob?
No, his name is not Bob or Boba.
Steve?
No, it is not Steve either.
David?
It's probably some Star Warsian name like Falalala.
Lucas?
That's not the Star Warsian name either.
Jabba.
Scooby? Hoojmafob?
No.
Or at least that's the name, is how Chewbacca pronounced it.
Dear God. So the first episode which
the Doctor.
basically introduced this guy. He is a nameless Mandalorian. It doesn't explain anything to do with what Mandalorians are. It doesn't give you an explanation of if it's an alien race. Whatever it is, he's just this very powerful soldier who's a bounty hunter who's picking up jobs from a guy in this town who is played by the guy who was Lando Calrissian. And he's just looking for work. He is very skilled. You know, standard Wild West sci-fi mashup kind of thing. And he is basically told, right, there is this job that pays well that's not part of the guild. So all you need to do is do the job, do the delivery, Bob's your uncle. So Mandalorian goes out, finds that the job is for an ex-Imperial Moff governor. There are stormtroopers about. And it's to pick up this 50-year-old alien and transport it back to them for a rather nice reward, which in the Mandalorian's case was this metal, which is really important to the Mandalorians, which is like Beskar steel. He agrees, he goes off, he lands on, I believe it was Tatooine, or some planet, some desert planet, fucks the shit up of a bunch of other random plebs who are in this valley to pick up this pod which has this 50-year-old alien, which is indeed Baby Yoda. Whilst doing this, also encountering a bounty hunter droid, which is an IG droid from the original film, and the TV show shows why these things were effective killing machines, not prequel movies which showed them as comedic bullshit. Sorry, I kind of like the IG droids when they're efficient and shown to be efficient, not these fucking comedians. And he rescues the Baby Yoda, brings it back to the Empire and hands them over, but something has led him to then... Although there is an incident that then leads him to like have this connection with it, and not entirely 100% sure what or how. But instead of ignoring the handoff and not asking questions, he ends up going in back to the Empire group base, busting down a wall, taking everyone out, rescuing Baby Yoda, and then leaving. Upon which every bounty hunter who'd been hunting this thing but failed suddenly went, oh shit, the bounty's up, we'll go try and get it off of Mandalorian. Extra stuff happens. That's episode 1, and it is very Star Warsy, very Wild West, mixture of nice sci-fi, nice Wild West stuff. It doesn't throw a huge amount of exposition at you. If you're a fan of Star Wars, you'll pick up the stuff in the background, you'll pick up the stuff in the foreground, you'll have an understanding of what's going on, but even if you're not a fan of Star Wars, there is enough displayed on the screen to help explain or lead you along the path so that you get an understanding that this guy's a powerful warrior, the armor is important, his group of people are important, there's the Empire in tatters. It does a very good job of storytelling. And the first season, because the second season's only now 2 episodes in, first season continues to do this on an 8-episode basis. The episodes aren't hugely long, but they are very well paced, and they put in enough filler to expand on the individual characters, make you give a shit about the individual characters, the NPCs in the background. It expands the universe, so you see droids from prequels, from the sequels, you see astromechs, you see the remnants of the Empire, you see hints of the New Republic, and this world that exists outside of the organised place. But most importantly, you have this like tale of effectively it's been done in westerns before. Lone gunman who ends up picking up this ward, for a better word, and just protecting it from everyone who's after it. And by protecting it, I do mean laying waste to every mofo who comes this way. some people were, oh yeah, plot armor, oh yeah, Mary Sue. They explain to a degree what the Mandalorians are, why they're feared. They give the tools to make him a threat, but they also give the tools to make you understand that there is a point when he himself realizes, well, I'm fucked now.
Are you
I will
saying
go out
that this
fighting.
is a Star Wars system where the characters are good and well written and explained?
This is the story where you've got the base solid, so when you're going through the story, you don't need people to go, oh, but Baby of the Force, oh, but not Mandalorians, midichlorians, oh, but explanation, exposition, oh, but here's a cutscene of someone waving a lightsaber, so clearly they're trained. No,
Six.
it's not politics. Here is a show that actually shows more than tells you what's going on, and does it in a way that even if you're not a Star Wars fan, you get enough information to be able to get the tropes, get the flow of the story, and it leads all of these separate stories back into the final two, the final showdown, and throws in some really nice characters that you know are going to come back for season 2, because this shit isn't done, this shit isn't finished, you know. And so far we've had 2 episodes of season 2. They haven't yet started to cohere the storyline, but it is a continuation, because from season 2 there is a task given to the Mandalorian. God knows how the fuck he'll complete it, considering where it's based in the timeline, but it is actually driving through several different plot points and story.
You say where it is in the
arcs.
timeline, though, but you do realise they're thinking of just non-canonising the last 3 films.
Yeah, I have heard...
Starting again, so this could be part of the soft reboot.
Yeah, I have heard they're actually talking about having a Marvel-esque multi-universe. They're talking about having a Boba Fett series as well.
It's like, those 3 last films, that's what could have happened if we were shit.
Yeah.
This is what actually happened.
And to be blunt, I can understand the fans' annoyance with that idea, because as much as the last 3 films were shite, and we would want them rewritten and gotten rid of, if that becomes a multi-universe thing, it doesn't... whilst it then means alternate universe can exist, it makes it as bad as what happened to make it alternate universe at the time. It's like, oh yeah, well, it doesn't fucking matter because it can exist somewhere, whereupon we go, so Doctor Who could show up then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all the crossovers.
Yeah.
As soon as Disney owns that franchise, expect it.
Yeah, to be honest, I wouldn't put it out, because we were talking about Disney films before the show, and started looking through all of the Disney-owned films.
Properties.
It was like Pixar, oh yeah, Skellington, you know, from The Nightmare Before Christmas, oh yeah, Studio Ghibli, oh yeah, Star Wars, oh yeah, Marvel, yeah. Good 50% of the major movie franchises. Cool. I can't say Mandalorian is the main thing to promote to get Disney Plus. It was one of the things, along with Hamilton, that was being advertised as a reason to get Disney Plus. But it is certainly a good new thing that you can dive into if you do get Disney Plus. The biggest frustration is it is a weekly serial at the moment. So yeah, online demand TV, we're gonna release it on a weekly basis.
Fine.
Yeah, fine if I'm like on terrestrial TV. Not fine if I'm going, well, I just want the series, I want to binge watch it, and then I can go back and binge watch it.
Yeah, well,
and then
I'm
I
used
can
to
go
the
back-
BBC iPlayer, where it's in the weekly format, so
Yeah.
I'm fine with other things doing that.
Wow. I've gotten used to having the access.
And it keeps you going back.
The box sets.
Yeah, it keeps you going back each week, so it improves their kind of numbers.
Yeah. But it's a fun series. There's stuff that you can unpack and enjoy, even if you're not a fan of Star Wars, which is a good thing. Because outside of this, there haven't been a huge number of adult-focused TV series. A lot of the other stuff has been if you're old enough, droids. But a lot of it has been aimed at kids, although Rebels, which I've also started watching, it's but aimed at kids but teenagers, because shit gets dark, yo. It's like, yeah, don't get attached to characters. Don't get too attached to characters. But yeah, it is fun, it is enjoyable. I would recommend it. It's just a shame it's stuck on Disney Plus, because if that was on more routes, I think that would be even better. But yeah, that's done and dusted.
Way to go, you!
As my throat goes.
And the next week we can talk about his Dark Materials, if A, you remember to say it, and B, we remember to talk about it.
Well, over the weekend, so long as you...
Well, why don't you do it?
I'll be doing it as well.
Ah, I see.
I think unless someone has anything else, that's it for the
Yeah,
show.
I think that's it. Unless Hedgie's got anything to
Like
introduce.
25
don't.
past 10?
Nothing.
Well, we were about
We are
25
running
minutes
late,
late,
yeah.
so we're about on time
Yes.
in terms of actual minutes to provide entertainment
Yeah.
for.
So that was episode 47. We are rapidly approaching the end of season 13. Hopefully
Yeah.
the studio won't all fall down before then.
Fingers crossed.
We will be back on Monday at 8:30 for TigerTails Radio. We do play Jackbox games from 9 o'clock. So if you want to join in, and if you know people who wouldn't mind socialising and joining in, seeing as we're all stuck at home, feel free. It's a good time. On Fridays, we have TigerTails Gaming, streaming games that kick our asses. This is our unofficial celebrating PlayStation 2 month. So these will be PlayStation 2 games. So if you're interested in seeing what we do, that would be
And
the
I've
time.
already thought of the next game for Mr. Xavier to play on Friday.
That scares me. And then on Saturdays or Sundays, I'm normally playing for TigerTails Gaming Stream and Chill, which is currently Vagrant Story. So if you want to just relax and chill and watch some guy go through a very cool JRPG from the PlayStation 1 era, yeah, that's where I'll be. Anything outside of that, keep watching our channels. We do have our websites, tigertailsradio.co.uk and tigertailsgaming.co.uk. We are also on Facebook, Twitter, and of course on the YouTubes. So please feel free to like, comment and subscribe. Share us around your friends. We are probably one of the oldest internet radio furry station podcast things. We're a lot of things. So if you want to, feel free to share us amongst your friends.
We were
you
on
can do so.
Shoutcast originally.
Yeah.
I know. You can share us and
In fact,
promise we won't be,
I'm wearing
We
the
did.
merchandise of the other long-running.
Oh, go on.
TK's breaking shit
Yeah.
again. There's the other one.
Yes. It doesn't exist anymore, but... does it?
It's back.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
they're back.
It's irregular, but it's back.
Ha! We're more regular than
Whereas-
they are!
We are just irregular, but we've never left.
Well, apart from the end of seasons.
Yeah,
Yes.
so we need to do a round of good night. So it's a good night for myself, Xavier Wolf.
It's a good night from the Hedgington over there.
Good night, everybody.
And it's a good night for myself, TK. Thank you very much for watching and or listening to this episode of Tiger Tales Radio. And as Mr. Xavier says, we will be back next week for episode 48, which means at that point there'll only be 5 episodes left in the season.
Getting closer.
Getting closer. But until then, it's night-night, everybody. Night-night.